Hello, and welcome to the video guide for the 2024 and 2025 Cadillac LYRIQ, brought to you by Crestview Cadillac in Rochester, Michigan. Here is a table of contents of all the features of your LYRIQ that will be reviewed in this video. You can fast forward to the timestamp shown, or put your cursor along the red line at the bottom of the video, and you can immediately jump to the portion of the guide that you would like to review. If the LYRIQ is your first electric vehicle, for the most part, it is just like owning and driving a gas-powered car. But the key difference is learning how to keep its battery charged. Your LYRIQ can support 3 levels of charging: 120 volts, 240 volts, and public DC fast charging. Because the LYRIQ range is up to 300 miles per charge, which is far above what most owners will drive per day, you may only typically use one of the first 2 options. The charge port for your LYRIQ is located just in front of the driver's door. To open it, press the Cadillac crest in the upper right corner. When plugging in the charge cord, be sure to push the plug in until you hear it click, and the charging light on the top of the dashboard changes to green. The light will remain green if the battery is fully charged. If you see the green light blink, this indicates the battery is charging. The amount of time between each blink will decrease until it remains steady at completion. If the light stays blue, this means that your LYRIQ has been programmed to begin charging at a later time, which is explained more in a later section of this video. If the light is red, this indicates a problem with either your charging cord or the incoming power source. Your LYRIQ comes equipped with charging cords for 120 and 240 volt charging, which can be stored under the load floor in the rear cargo area. 120 volt charging uses a standard 3-prong plug that matches most of the outlets in your home or garage. This is by far the slowest charging option, as it can only replenish about 3 or 4 miles of range per hour. However, this may be enough if your daily commute is short enough that you can replenish the charge overnight. 240 volt charging can either use an outlet similar to those used by larger appliances, such as electric stoves and dryers, or use a level 2 AC charger that has been professionally installed at your home. A level 2 AC charger is the most commonly used option for most LYRIQ owners, as it provides up to 52 miles of range per hour with a 19.2 kilowatt wall-mounted charging station. DC fast charging is only available at commercial charging stations, such as EVgo, which can add up to 76 miles of range in 10 minutes, at a rate of up to 190 kilowatts. When using a DC fast charger, you will first need to remove the cap that covers the additional DC charging ports. Please note these range estimates will vary depending on the current outside temperature, the temperature of your LYRIQ's battery, and the status of the electric grid supporting your home or the public charging station. LYRIQ also offers you choices for when charging is active, to take advantage of lower electricity rates during overnight hours. From the Infotainment home screen, select the charging option. Here you can instruct your LYRIQ to begin charging as soon as it's plugged in, or to delay the start time. You can set up a daily schedule for how much charge is needed by a specific time, so that the full charge you need is available at the exact time you need it. Using the rotary control on the right, you can see how many miles you will gain based on the percentage of battery charge. Please note that although it may seem natural to always set your LYRIQ to charge to 100%, you may find it more efficient to only have it charge up to 80%. There are 2 reasons for this. The first is that after your LYRIQ reaches a charge of 80%, the charge rate begins to slow down, so that last 20% could potentially take as long to achieve as the first 80%. The second reason is that this unused space in the battery can be used as a reserve for any additional energy returned by regenerative braking, which is the focus of the next topic. A significant advantage that electric vehicles have over gas vehicles is that you can gain additional energy by using a feature called regenerative braking. Regenerative braking provides additional range to the battery by using the electric motor to decelerate the vehicle. Your LYRIQ offers 2 types of regenerative braking: one-pedal driving and regen on demand. One-pedal driving will slow your vehicle down when you take your foot off the accelerator, whereas regen on demand uses a paddle behind the left side of your steering wheel to slow the vehicle down. Both options use the electric motor to slow the vehicle down, and redirects the kinetic energy dissipated back into the battery to add more range. Note that the brake pedal can always be used to stop the vehicle, in conjunction with either regenerative braking option. To turn on one-pedal driving, touch the icon at the bottom that looks like a little shoe. If this icon is orange, then one-pedal driving is turned on. If you prefer to use the paddle behind the steering wheel for regen braking, you will need to turn one-pedal driving off. Note also that next to the one-pedal driving icon is the button for opening the glove box. This button may go away once you start driving, so you can still access the glove box from the controls menu. If you prefer to not use one-pedal driving, you can instead use regen on demand to add range to your LYRIQ's battery. Behind your steering wheel on the left side is the Regen on-demand paddle. You may have seen something similar to this in gasoline cars for shifting the transmission gears. However, in the LYRIQ, this paddle acts as another brake pedal. As you push the lever towards you, you'll increase the force of the Regen braking, and at the same time add additional range to the battery. Note that even at its highest setting, regenerative braking will not work as well on slippery roads, so under those conditions, you should use conventional braking instead. The focal point of the LYRIQ's interior is the largest continuous screen for any Cadillac so far, a 33-inch OLED display capable of 1 billion different colors. While the vehicle is charging, the entire display is used to show the current estimated range available based on the battery's current state of charge. Once the vehicle is powered on, you will see the display divided into 3 distinct sections. The portions of the screen to the left and right of the steering wheel are touchscreens, and the portion to the right can also be controlled via this multi-function control wheel, or MFC. You can rotate the wheel to highlight options on the display. Click the wheel left, right, up, or down to move between menus, and press the center of the wheel to select. Directly in front of the MFC are shortcut buttons for audio, phone, and navigation, as well as back and home buttons. In front of that is the volume control wheel. On the far left of the display, touch Gauge to show the standard gauge cluster, with a speedometer in the center, the current battery usage in kilowatts on the left, and your current range in miles on the right. Note that the 100% displaying in the upper right does not necessarily mean your vehicle is 100% charged. That number represents the top of the scale. As the range reduces, the blue line will shorten below the 100% indicator, and the estimated miles remaining will remain at the bottom right. Touch Energy to provide a gauge view that focuses more on the current battery and charge levels. Note that if you have an iPhone paired to your vehicle, the map option will offer either projection or Google Maps. Projection is the Apple map from your phone, whereas Google Map is the same map you can view on the right side of the display. If you have paired an Android phone, these 2 options will display the same map from Google. If your LYRIQ is equipped with adaptive cruise control, use the Assist option to get a visual confirmation of your LYRIQ adjusting its speed in relation to the car in front of you. If you prefer a screen that is less distracting, touch Clean to show just the speedometer and battery range, and no additional information on either side. Note that the left side of the display also allows you to view and reset your trip odometer, as well as override the automatic setting of your headlights. From the home page, choose Vehicle Info. This displays a 3D image of your vehicle, which can be rotated to access multiple icons that can be touched to show their current value. For example, tire pressure. On your steering wheel are controls to display audio and phone information to the right of the speedometer, controls to answer a call or speak a command, or to hang up a call, and controls to go to the next or previous favorite radio station or audio track on your device. The gear selector for your LYRIQ is a stalk on the right side of the steering column. To shift into any gear, first push the lever towards you, then either up or down to shift in reverse or drive. Pushing the lever towards you without moving it up or down will leave it in neutral. To shift into park, push the button on the end of the stalk. The wiper controls are on the same stalk used for the turn signal on the left. Rotate the wheel to shift between rain sensing mode, low, or high. Push the button on the end to activate the windshield washer. A second wheel to the right will activate the washer for the rear camera lens. The right side of the display manages most of your vehicle's functions and is split across 2 pages of icons. Each of the icons in the menu can be moved around on the screen, similar to how you would move them on a smartphone, by pressing and holding the icon and sliding it to the desired location. You can also copy up to 3 commonly used icons down to the app tray, also known as a shortcut tray, below the menu. Your LYRIQ also comes standard with Google Assistant, which allows you to provide voice commands to not only access Google functions like you would on your phone, but it will also respond to commands specific to your vehicle, such as radio stations, or turning heated or cooled seats on or off. Although you can press the voice button to initiate a command, at any time you can just say, "Hey Google," to have Google Assistant respond to your command, just like on your smartphone. Choose the Drive Modes icon to switch between Tour, Sport, and Snow Ice mode. You can also choose My Mode to adjust the steering, braking, acceleration, and motor sound. To access your phone hands-free while operating your vehicle, such as placing or answering a call, or viewing your phone's contact list, you must first follow these steps to pair your phone to your vehicle. First, go to the Bluetooth settings on your phone, which lists all devices that your phone has been paired to. Next, go to the phone menu by pressing the phone icon from either the home page, the shortcut list, or the phone button in the center console. Choose the Add Phone or Connect Phone option. Your vehicle's name will display on the screen and should also appear on your phone's Bluetooth device list. Select the vehicle name on your phone. A 6-digit number will display on the infotainment screen as well as on your phone. If the numbers match, press Pair to complete the pairing process. Your vehicle should now be displayed on your phone's Bluetooth device list and on the infotainment display. Your vehicle's driver's seat position, as well as the position of the steering wheel and the outside mirrors, can be programmed to the specific remote you use to enter the vehicle. After you've adjusted the seat to the desired position, press the Set button, followed immediately by either 1 or 2, depending on which remote you have. You can also set the position the seat will move to upon exiting the vehicle, to allow for easier re-entry. By pressing the Exit button, you can also turn on or off the ability to have the seats adjust automatically when the car is shifted in or out of park by going to the Settings option from the main menu, then choose Vehicle, Seating Position, and then Seat Entry Memory or Seat Exit Memory. There are still many other details of the LYRIQ that wasn't included here, so be sure to take the time to review your owner's manual. You can also reach out to your product specialist at Crestview Cadillac to ask any questions, and even schedule a time to come back to the dealership with your LYRIQ to get a refresher on any features you still need help with. Thanks again for purchasing your Cadillac LYRIQ at Crestview Cadillac in Rochester, Michigan.